How you ever feel, driving on the road, and suddenly you slows down, and to complete stop, of course you know, how it feels like. It is part of our everyday life, stuck in traffic. Let us discuss why traffic is so difficult to solve. Vehicles traveling on a road, referred to as traffic. Slower speeds, longer route times, and increased vehicular waiting time characterize traffic congestion in transportation. Let's say there's only one lane, and cars are passing at a rate of 1 every 2 seconds. What happens if a dog crosses the road? People are slowing down, even when there are no obstruction on the road, creating a domino effect. When a larger road meets a smaller road, people must stop and decide who will be the first to pass through, resulting in traffic congestion or traffic jam. Traffic congestion is the problem to our biggest mobility dilemma, which is that too many people want to move at the same times every day. Private vehicles are used by the vast majority of persons in the United States who need to get somewhere during rush hour for 2 reasons. In the United States, the majority of people reside in low-density areas with little public transportation. Second, compared to nearly any kind of public transportation, privately owned automobiles are much more comfortable, faster, more private, more handy in terms of trip scheduling, and more adaptable in terms of accomplishing many activities in a single trip. According to the Texas A&M Transportation Institute's 2019 Urban Mobility Report, Los Angeles is the worst U.S. city for commuters.
Well, the new rankings have come out. They show that the U.S. is the most congested developed country in the world. L.A. is tops among more than 1,000 cities worldwide.
The average American driver spends 54 hours a year stuck in traffic. It's not only a matter of time management. Researchers estimate that the average commuter's delays cost $1,010 in lost productivity each year, based on Bureau of Labor Statistics on the median hourly salary. Furthermore, each driver's extra driving time consumed 21 gallons of gas. This corresponds to a $166 million loss, and 3.3 billion gallons of wasted gasoline every year on a national level. For the past decade, the rate of car ownership in the United States has been steadily increasing. In the most recent survey, 91.3% of households said they had access to at least one automobile. The main issue is that the country's road system cannot handle peak hour traffic without causing long lineups for limited road space. Congestion is defined as standing in line, and it may be found in any rapidly increasing metropolitan city. Highway expansion do not help traffic problems in the long run. The only way to properly solve traffic congestion is to control it. This can be accomplished by reducing physical bottlenecks, promoting multi-occupancy cars, and charging users to drive during crowded periods. To relieve traffic congestion, expanding the transportation network is no longer an option. Aside from a basic shortage of land, the region has understood that new highway lanes will fill up in months or years. By increasing highway supply, we will never be able to meet the ever-rising demand for road space. Non-accident reasons of delay include stalled cars, road maintenance, flipped vehicles, and bad weather. Nobody knows how many of these incidents occur, although they are significantly more prevalent than car accidents. And the number of collisions is expected to rise in lockstep with the total amount of driving. As a result, this may have contributed to and will continue to contribute to increased congestion. Reducing the number of cars on the road is a good idea. One solution is congestion pricing, which aims to reduce traffic and pollution by charging extra to access crowded areas. Only a few cities, like London, Stockholm, and Singapore, you will be charged when you enter a given location at a given time. Congestion pricing works by diverting some rush hour highway traffic to other modes of transportation or off-peak hours, utilizing the fact that the majority of rush hour motorists on a typical urban motorway are not commuters. A type of local transportation, public transportation, allows a group of individuals to travel together along predetermined routes. Bus transit is one of the most well-known and widely used types of public transportation for moving people throughout a city or to far-flung areas. When there is no traffic, it has the advantage of being cost-effective and convenient. Train travel is becoming increasingly popular. The hordes of people, queuing at train terminals to commute to and from work are proof of this. The majority of governments are accelerating the growth of this method of transportation by adding more trains to the busiest routes and modernizing those that already exist. Because trains play such an important role in reducing traffic congestion and keeping more automobiles off the road, these governments are stepping up their efforts. The demand for road space is increasing, but adding more lanes will not address the problem in the long run. The more road spaces we have, the more people who can occupy that space, rather than limiting the numbers of automobiles on the road, and we are geographically confined. For decades, this has been a problem and just a few places have succeeded. The others are still attempting. For more video like this, as always, click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell.